Well, the police chief job is the typical police chief job. We have the responsibility for primary law enforcement for all the campuses of the University of Cincinnati. The Academic Health Center, this side of the Vine Street Uptown campus, the College of Applied Science, Raymond Walters, and Claremont. I came here from the Cincinnati Police Division, and I came here in 1978, so I've been here 31 years. Well, that actually comes as a result of what's known as the Clery Act, the Campus Security Act. It's named after a young lady that unfortunately was the victim of a robbery, rape, and homicide at Lehigh University. Back in 1990, the federal legislators passed the Campus Security Act that requires every college and university to report its crime. And as part of that, there's a thing they call timely notice. Anytime there's a crime that presents an ongoing risk to the community, we have to send out a notice. The most popular crime on campus is theft. About 90-some% of our crimes that are reported are thefts, and those are crimes of opportunity. Those are crimes where personal property was left unattended and unsecured. For instance, for a student, that could be they go to the library, spread out their book bag and their books on the table at a study carrel, and they're going to go get some reference material. So they leave all their personal stuff on the table, and they walk back down the racks of books, and they're back there looking at things for maybe 5 minutes. They come back, and their book bag's gone. Pay attention. The biggest crime we have, as I said, is theft, and most of that is opportunity. And if we were to make those opportunities less available to the thieves, they'd find somewhere else to go.
We also discussed how public safety deals with suicides on campus.
The other part of it is it is really, thank goodness, a rare occasion that we actually have a student who does commit suicide, but it does happen. When that happens, we're called, and we treat that as a crime scene. We investigate that as if it were a homicide to prove it wasn't. You can't assume that if someone has died, it was a suicide. You have to prove that it was not a homicide. So we will do an investigation if there is a suicide that actually goes to completion.
UC faculty and students gathered in McMicken Thursday evening to discuss Only a Theory, a book on Darwinism by Ken Miller. The discussion was part of the Darwin Science, Religion, and Society Symposium taking place on campus Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The discussion focused on how to spread awareness and acceptance of the theory of evolution. Professors spoke about obstacles such as lack of public schools that teach evolution, as well as uncertainty about the amount of evidence needed to prove the theory of evolution. During the Q&A session after the speeches, students and staff discussed the need for a scientific figure who can relate to the public while explaining evolution's role in the world around us. Lawrence Jost, professor of philosophy, chaired the meeting, while panelists included Jeremy Koster, assistant professor of anthropology, Arnold Miller, professor of geology, Kenneth Petrin, associate professor of biological sciences, and Robert Skipper, associate professor of philosophy.